Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Vipasha, and today I am going to be showing y'all every single book I'm going to put up on my bookshelf. I have far too many books, and most of them are not going to go on my bookshelf at all. But I recently moved, and I've set up kind of my cozy little reading den. I've been watching a lot of Bridgerton, so you'll see that this is the book of the season. Or book haul of the season. All of these books are dearest to me. I'm going to tell them where I got them from just because it's interesting how I found some of these books and how I will never be reading half of them, or maybe less than half of them, but I won't be reading a good chunk of it. As of today, um, it's February 9th, 2025. It's I think 8:45 at night, and it's my birthday tomorrow. I turned 20 finally. I have a carton full of books over here, and I have some books over here. So let's get started. The first book is Atomic Habit by James Clear. Everybody knows what this book is about. Everybody has heard of this. Like, even if you're not a big reader, you know what this book is about. It's about building habits, and I've been reading it religiously before the move, that is. Um, I've been reading it at quite a good pace. I just haven't gotten the time to actually read it, which is kind of a lie. Um, I started reading this shortly after I graduated from nursing school. I started reading it and I'm like halfway done. Like this. Literally, I'm done 50% of it. I read a little here and there, but when I get reading, it's very easy to read. It's about building habits and looking how to be productive in your life, in your head, in your mindset, in a more scientific way. So that's Atomic Habit. Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. It's one of the most popular books I have seen on TikTok. It was going viral 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So, unlike this Atomic Habit, which I got it off of Amazon, this one I got it from my campus for free. They were giving a book giveaway, and it's a theory. You like the book, you don't like the book, you get the book. Um, and because very few readers were present that day, like it was a big thing that hey, come get books and stuff. Not very many were interested. I'm sitting in a very small place, so there's not much room for me to keep my books. I need to be very careful of that. This is also something I got from campus that day, which is Love Creek Wood. I don't know why I said that. Love Creek Wood by Becky Albertalli. Uh, I know nothing about this book. I just picked it up because one, it's tiny. Two, it looks like a thriller, or like I don't know what this book is about. I really don't know what this book is about. I'm not going to pretend to know what it's about. Okay, what do we have next? This is one of my favorite reads. Like, this is one of my favorite reads. I haven't found a book like this brought me out of my slump. Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This, I don't even know where I got it from. I think Amazon. No, I didn't get it from Amazon. Or I did. I don't remember. It's been like years since I got this book. But Taylor Jenkins Reid, she is a very popular author. She's written many popular books. Malibu Rising was one of the popular ones in 22, 23-ish. Um, Malibu Rising is like a bunch of siblings and their own life. That's what I got from it. I annotated a lot, and I absolutely loved Malibu Rising. So this is I just picked it up because I've wanted to be like I'm wanting to work on my listening skills. This is Listening is an Act of Love by Dave Isay. Yeah, by Dave. I have no idea what this book is about, except it's about communication. It has a bunch of itty bitty stories about people and how just listening helped them in their relationships. And I thought it was quite interesting. Read, I've always read only romance, all everything romance. And this book is very different. So I was like, let me just give it a shot. And then we have Little and Lion by Brandy Colbert. I assume it's also a very romance book. I don't know. Most of these books I know nothing about because once I read what this book kinda is about, I read it absolutely wrong. I'm assuming it's a romance. I'm assuming. But again, I got this from campus. This is one of the cute books I have because it also has illustrations. It's a manga. Um, it's The Prince and the Bridesmaker by Jen Wang. I have never read a book with like a manga book, but it's very cute. It's very pretty. It's a very cute story. Like the cover is like giving the plot away, kind of, but I just read into things too much. So that's that. It's very cute. It's very nice. I have We Are Okay by Nina La Cruz. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing these names, but I don't know what this book is about. Also, like these are the books that's going on my bookshelf because it's also on my TBR read. Um, but I know nothing about these authors at all. So these are the books that's just going on my bookshelf. I know nothing about them. And then we have one of the most popular book series. I'll leave this here. This is the second book in the series. Um, we have Nancy Drew's Diary by Carolyn Keene. It's a Nancy Drew story. I have two Nancy Drews, in fact, and none of these books are kept in order. I just took it and kept them. That's not a very reader-like thing. Shatter Me by Tara Mafi. I can never pronounce her name. I love the series. I read the series a couple of years ago, but this is the only book I have of the series because I read the others on my Kindle. Everybody knows what a Shatter Me is. Like everybody knows what this book is about, what this Shatter Me world is about, and it needs no further explanation. The Girl He Used to Know by Tracy Garvis Graves. This book was absolutely amazing. It's let me it's about Jonathan and Anika who are set in whose story is set in a, I forgot what year it was, but I think it was during the 9/11 incident. And this is such a beautiful book. It's a second chance romance. They knew each other in college, they had a fallout, and then they meet in Chicago, a small town in Chicago, 10-14 years later. And this is, I did not expect to love this book so much. I love it. I love Jonathan and Anika. I would definitely, I think there's a second book. I could be wrong, but I'm definitely going to read that. It's Birthday by Meredith Russo. It's a love story. Love story 18 years in the making. It's a love story. Don't know. It's about Eric and Morgan. I don't know anything else about it. I just know. I know nothing about it. Chemistry Lessons by Meredith Goldstein. This has been on my TBR forever. I bought most of these books 2-3 years ago. Nursing school, I literally could not read. I just reread Rena Kent books or Cora Riley books. I just reread them because I needed to read. I just could not read. I couldn't pick up a new book. That would means hours, not studying or working on lab or clinicals. Chemistry lessons, it's about Maya's, a girl called Maya, her experiences, and she's going through like experiments on what she thinks is the perfect love story for her. And she's just trying to figure life out. Then we have Canticle for Leibowitz. It's a novel that has taken place in the Dark Ages and New Renaissance time period. I picked this up. I don't know where, but I was in art class and we were just talking about the Renaissance paintings and stuff, and I thought it will make sense. I have not read it. Like, I've not read this book. Plus, the writing is like really old school kind of writing. Like, it has really small blocks, which is okay because the font's big, but like the spacing is really small. Next, we have Keeper of Lost Cities by Shannon Messenger. I loved this book so much. I loved it to an extent that I will not read any of the series before I buy the book. This was an annotated version. I always thought that Shannon herself annotated it. I think it is a copy of her annotations. This this book is um, this book is Shannon's annotation, a copy of Shannon's annotated books. So it's already very special. And I love the story. I don't remember who the book surrounds. I kind of briefly remember the world. I'll get back to this book after I buy the series. Like, I just picked a single book up. I do that all the time. Like, I have half or just one book of the series. I don't have the rest, and it just ugh me. The Peacock Summer by Hannah Rachel. I tried for this book. I DNF'd it. I could not get into the book. It's kind of a thriller mystery sub, but it has a subplot of horror. Kind of, it gave me the vibe, and I'm like, I'm not. I cannot. I tried picking this book up 4 times. Like, I'll try to read a book at least 6 times, and if then also I cannot, I'll DNF it. I don't know what the number 6 is, but I DNF this book 4 times because I picked it up, I put it down, picked it up, I put it down, I picked it up, I put it down. It's about two women who who are searching for something. I just don't know what. I can never. I don't understand what they're looking for. It never made sense to me. So I know you should read the back of the book to know, but no. A Room Called Earth by Madeline Ryan. It's about an autistic girl, I believe. Yes. It's to spread autism, awareness of autism, and I think it was, I don't know. It was around an event that I went to, or it was a presentation I went to about autism, and there was something about autism, and it just intrigued me, and I picked it up. But again, nursing school, I couldn't read. I know you can read in nursing school, okay? It's not like you cannot not read, but personally, I did not. This was a birthday gift when I turned 16. The Invisible Library by Ginny Kaufman. Me and my sister gifted me this. We watched The Invisible Library, the show. I think that's what it's called, and we loved it. We loved. I think it's called The Invisible Library. Um, and this is kind of similar to the. I never got a chance to read it. Like, literally, I never got a chance to read it. But yeah, it's been like way, like, I can't even give an excuse for this why I haven't read it. Oh my god. Oh, okay. I have Anne of Green Gables by Ellen Montgomery. I watched the movie. I've read this before, but I clearly read it a little too much. I don't remember the story. One of the things about me is I am going to read a book and I'm going to forget about it. I'm going to watch a show or a movie and I'm going to forget about it. I am not going to remember anything about it. That's one good thing. I can reread them. I can constantly reread them, and It's awesome. That's the best feeling of the life when you can reread your book. I mean, not your book, but your favorite book again and again and over again, and the experience still feels the same. We have Margaret and the Mystery of the Missing Body by Megan Milks. Um, don't know what this is about. I really don't know. It's a thriller. I think I went like on this crazy spree that yes, I want to get into thriller. I never got into thriller. Another popular, very popular. Book Lovers by Emily Henry. You will not believe some of these popular books I got. Like window shopping, I got on campus. This one I got on the dollar store. It was only for $1.25. What are the odds? Love this book. I have annotated quite a bit because I don't know. I just love reading a cute romance. But I could never get to read Beach Read. I try reading Beach Read. It's just probably me, but I don't know. A Spot of Trouble by Terry Wilson. I absolutely love this book. Love this book. Um, okay. I read this fairly recently. We went on a trip to Houston last year, and I read it on that trip. This book is about a firefighter and a policeman's daughter. Now, the firefighter has come to this new town, I think it's called Turtle Beach, and he wants to escape what happened back at California or back in California. She has a history of dating a firefighter, which did not go well, and because it's a really small town, everybody knows about it. So, because she is the daughter and sister of fire policemen, I'm sorry, of policemen, everyone's keeping her away from him. But then both of them had the same dog. I cannot pronounce what the dog breeds are. Same dog, breed. One's called Sparkles. The other one's, I don't know what the other one is called. Again, obvious. Um, what's the girl's name? Violet. Violet's dog Sparkle, notorious, completely just free willed, absolutely lovable, adorable. Nash's dog, oh my god, I don't know his name. Uh, Cinder. His dog's name is Cinder. Cinder and Sparkle, they switch. One absolutely phenomenal morning, Sam wakes up and Cinder has not done his bed because Cinder is a trained dog of a firefighter. Has not, Cinder has not made Sam's bed yet. And he's just like, okay, that's weird. And Sparkle is being very, very obedient. And everyone in the town is like, that's weird because Sparkle like creates a mess, havoc, everything. I remember this very, very vividly because I was talking about to a friend of mine, and I was like, "You have to read this book. It's so funny. It's crazy." Um, and then that's how the romance builds up. It's just like it's kind of a healing arc also because both of them have some trauma to come over. I really like a good trauma. Lost in the Neverwoods by Aidan Thomas. This was the first book I read in a very long time. Like, this got me back into reading. It's a Peter Pan story. Peter Pan and Wendy story. Or a retelling, Peter Pan and Wendy retelling, and I love it. I love it. Do I remember what happened? No, I read this in 21. I have no clue what it's about. I've annotated it though. I've annotated. Even though if I could go back and tell myself to stop annotating the way I did, I would. And then we have Hard Times by Charles Dickens. Again, I picked it up at that book giveaway we had on campus, and I I don't know why I picked a lot of books that day. Like picked a lot of books. Don't know why I picked so many. I couldn't even carry it. The Game by Lindsay Miller. I love this. This is a bunch of high schoolers who are about to graduate, and since it's their last year, they want to create, like, they have this ritual, not a ritual, a tradition they do, that they go pretend hunting each other, I'll be the hunter, you be the prey, and they have like a water fight kind of thing. But then suddenly kids in the town start to die, literally. And how the kids fix the whole mess. It's a good book. It's my first murder mystery I read, and I loved this one. I loved it. Got it from Five Below. Like, I get books like everywhere. And then we have I Kissed Alice by Anna Birch. It's an illustration. Some of these books have illustrations on them. Yeah, this one's one of the new illustration books I have. I absolutely adore this book, simply because of how cute it looks. I haven't read it, but I don't know why I was saying what I was saying. It's very cute. I adore the cover. That's why I picked it up. Also, at the book giveaway we had. And then we have The Butterfly Lampshade by Amy Bender. I will never read this book. Truth being said, I will never ever read this book. I don't know what the story is about, and I can't just say that I will never read it. But this is the book I bought just because of the cover. Nothing else, purely because of the cover. I don't even know what this book is about, and you just know that you would not read some books. I don't know why I wouldn't read this, but you just know. Sometimes you pick it up and you never get to it. Never. My books are crashing on me because there's no room for them. Let me just. I should just keep them on my bookshelf. Me and my brother kind of worked on this bookshelf because it was literally falling apart. Okay, the next book is When She Comes Undone by Whaley Lamb. I have no idea what this book is about. I have no idea what half the books that are going to come in are about. When You Were Mine by Rebecca Searle. This is a Romeo Juliet retelling, but from Rosalind's perspective. I kind of read it halfway, but I never got to finish it. Yeah, like, I have a bookmark in there. Oh, that's a cute bookmark. Like, Sunday bookmark. I literally only read 22 pages of it. So, I clearly did not have time to finish. I started books, never really got into it. This is not my book, so not going on my bookshelf. Okay. This is Class by Stephanie Land. It's a memoir about a mother and motherhood, but I know nothing more than that. It has a non-removable sticker. The Good Morning America. It's part of a book club, and I have not put thought, like, I picked books up. I did not think about them. I just picked them up. This is Silver Tears by Camelia Lackberg. This is one of the books I picked just because of the cover. I didn't look at the story. I got it like years ago. I don't even remember where I was. I picked books up just because of the cover purposes, because I wanted to, like, I had this in my head that I bought books based on covers, and I'm gonna try to read them to see if they're good or not. It was CDs I decided to do, but I never ended up doing. Like, I don't even know if this video is gonna go live. But Silver Tears by Camila Leckberg. I don't know what this is about either. I'm assuming it's gonna be really sad. This second book is my brother's. It's part of a series. That's why I didn't read it. It's Secret of the Dragon by Margaret West and Tracy Hickman. It's set in a dragon world, and it's like How to Train Your Dragon, but before How to Train Your Dragon was written. Yeah, we bought this. Me and my brother bought it together, but now it stays on my bookshelf. Friends and Strangers by J. Courtney Sullivan. I tried reading this twice. I DNF'd it, and then I picked it up on my Kindle, and then I DNF'd it again because I don't know, something about it just doesn't. It like I don't know, something about it doesn't work. Speaking speaking of DNFing books, I finished. Let me tell you exactly how much I finished. Oh wait, no, this is not the book. This book also I DNF. This was the second book I bought after Lost in the Neverwoods. It's The Dreadful Tale of Prospero Redding. If you are following this channel, you know this has been in almost every book video. Like, this has featured in almost every book video. This has another book. I need to buy the other book to see if I'll feel to even read it. Because if I won't, then well, I won't. This is Slingshot by Mercedes Helwin. It's a romance. I know that much. Got from the dollar store. It was only for $1.25. I love this. Like, it's such a cute cover, and it has like this saying, "True love has the worst aim," which I'm assuming whoever is aiming. Oh, these books are dusty. I need to dust them before I put them on my bookshelf. I'm assuming whoever is aiming the shot is like clearly wanting. I don't know what I'm saying. This is another one of the cute books I have. It's Miss Metroy. Meteor by Taylor K. Mejia and Anna Marie McLemore. I don't know what this book is about. I think it's set in like a very dreamy land. It's a hair salon romance, but I don't know. I don't know what these books are about. And then I have In a Holidays by Christina Lauren. I got halfway through this book. And this is a very traditional Christmas romance where the main lead, I don't know if it's a spoiler, goes back in time. Like, the day keeps repeating. I think it's a very classic romance, like very classic Christmas romance. You go back in time over and over and over again. I never understood those romances, and frankly, I don't think I was ever interested in it. I read it halfway, I didn't finish it. Love and Other Scams by Philip Ellis. Come on, it's a romance. I picked it up. I don't have to say anything else about it. I don't know anything about it. Two Can Keep a Secret by Karen M. McNimus. And it's a best-selling author of the author One of Us is Lying, which was also a very popular book. It was all over BookTok. One of Us is Lying. So I'm assuming it's a thriller again, and a crime thriller. Anyway, I'm okay with crime thrillers. Like, I read The Game, I loved it. Gathered the Fortunes by Brian Kemp. I've had this for years now. I've never gotten back to it. Never. I don't know. I picked it up because, of course, it looks cute. It's all purple, and I think I was in the purple and yellow mood that day. But when I opened the book and the writing, I cannot stand, like, it's one of my book pet peeves when the like, they're so close together. I am a Times New Roman 12 to 14 font, you have to have that alignment right when you're writing. Because I cannot read. Like, I enjoy books when the alignments are right. Even on my Kindle, like, I have to change, like, mess with my settings a little bit of how big I want the font or how small I want it. And I do not like to do that. On my Kindle, at least. Because it messes with every other book I've read. It's weird. It's weird. I have, like, the Kindle app downloaded literally everywhere. On my iPad, on my laptop, on my phone, everywhere. This is The Boy Toy by Nicola Marsh. Romance classic. I picked it up. This is something I'm interested to read. Let It Snow by John Crane, Maureen Johnson, and Lauren Myrace. My Rachel. I think. Sorry, I'm very bad with names. Let It Snow, and it's now a Netflix film, so I can read it and I can review the film. And I think it's a romance. Yeah, I think it's a romance. This is also something I started reading but I never finished, but I love this. This is like a fortune teller romance. You think he's right for you, but the fortune teller's not talking about him, just talking about him. It's a very cute romance and I want to finish it. I cannot wait to finish it. I'm in between so many books and I don't understand how it doesn't ick me. I don't remember if I've read this. Hold on. Yes, okay. Love List and Fancy Ships by Sarah Grunder Ruiz, and this is about, I think it's brother's best friend. I think it's a brother's best friend, and it was quite enjoyable. I don't remember when I read this. It can't be that long ago, if you consider 2 years long. We have We Are Totally Normal by Rahul Kanakia. It's a romance, and it's a gay romance. I think I have a lot of community books, but again, I would love to read it. Hold Me Tight by Dr. Sue Johnson. This is one of the books that's like a real life book, and this is basically how I would imagine the book you would read if you had to fix your relationship, kind of thing. Because unlike the other one I showed y'all, it's how to have a good conversation and to avoid misunderstanding. We Have Admission by Julie Boxbaum. I did not get it off of Target. This is a lie. Or I got it from the dollar store. It's again a high school thriller. Did not get a chance to read. I have so many books open. I haven't gotten to them. This is not gonna go in there, but it's just a chemistry book. It's not gonna go in there. This is probably gonna be the longest video I've made. Oh, that's a lie. Forthcomings by Megan McCrifty, and this is just one of transition into an adulthood. I picked books up. I clearly didn't think it through. The Winters by Lisa Gabriel. This is next one I have. This is again a thriller. I don't know if it's a murder, but it's a thriller mystery for sure. Yeah. Kinda has the select all apply. Or choose multiple options. Anyway. Okay, so this fun story about The Echo Between Us by Kate McCarkey. I thought I had another book by her. I could Oh, okay. Anyway, I know I saw. Why do I have such? Anyway, I've wanted to read this book for like forever now. It's like Ghost and Ghost. You both meet in Ghostland kind of thing. I have really wanted to read this book, and it was nowhere. Like at one point, it was not on Amazon. It was not on Target. It was nowhere. Um, and then last year, I found this in the dollar store. I I do not frequent dollar store a lot, but when I do, I pick those books up. I found it for $1.25, and I was like, one time I cannot find this book anywhere on the face of this planet, and the next thing it falls right into my hands, like 4 years later, and I'm like, is this destiny? Like this is something this is on my instant TBR. I was like, okay, everyone's telling me to read it. I'm gonna read it. Here comes my series, the ones I do have and that are not complete. Red Queen and Glass Sword. Glass Sword. My pronunciation by Victoria Aveyard. I don't remember which team I was. I do not like love triangles. This is the only exception. Like this series is the only exception. I cannot stand a love triangle. I am sorry, I cannot. I started watching Bridgerton like 2-3 weeks ago. Anthony is such a big part of the show, and the books. I did not know Bridgerton was part of the book series because I would have read it first. But I, oh boy, it's gonna fall. I was just waiting. They're the cutest couple, but I'm like, I do not appreciate a love triangle, especially when it's between siblings. Like, do not expect me to do anything about it. I do not want to know. Like, that's one of the reasons I haven't read or watched Summer I Turned Pretty. I literally cannot. I do not like, and it's personal preference. Anyone can have preferences. I cannot do a love triangle, especially if it's between siblings. Like, if I read a book and I see this love triangle in it, I'm like, no, sir, no, ma'am, thank you. Thank you. But in this series, the love triangle kind of subsides very early on. Like, you know which one to pick. You know which one to pick. And if you've read the series, you know which one to pick. Come on. I don't even remember. I think it was between Mal and Kevin. I don't know which one. I don't know which one did what. Like, I know someone did something. I just don't know which one did what. Like, I do not remember. Okay, this is part of another series. I'll show this later. Right here. Let me just show it right now. It came. Tale of the Witchcraft by Chris Colfer. Tale of Magic by Chris Colfer. I picked this up from Walmart, and I read the second book first, and then the first book I was like, huh? When I picked this up, I didn't realize this was a second book. The first book, I had to order from Amazon because I'm like, I just realized I literally just realized that I read the second book first, and I'm like, what have I done? It was it was bad, but no, the book was amazing. I loved this book. Like, this book, the best. 6 out of 5 stars. Perfect. I do not remember what it was about. Kinda I do. Anyway, The Inheritance of, it's in Spanish. The Inheritance of Oroquida Oroquida Devania by Zoradia Cordo. I'm so sorry. This is, I think it's a fantasy. I do not know what this is about. I don't. I picked it up at a book club, and they were like, "Hey, do you want to give this a shot?" I was like, "Sure. Let me pick it up." My campus gives a lot of books. DNA of Me and You. At this end of the book, oh wait, it's by Andrea Rothman. Oh my god. All my books are like, ugh, the edges are gone. I don't know. I finished this book, and at the end of the book I was like, what just happened? I know I read this book. The DNA of Me and You. You cannot tell me. I mean, hold on. I have no annotations on it. Let me read the last line. I'm pretty sure I read it. I'm pretty sure I read it. Yeah, I did. I read this book. It has romance in it, closed door scenes. The ending, I was like, what? Why would you do that? The story was built perfectly, and it just had to go downhill. And I'm like, don't remember what rating I gave on. It's on my Goodreads. This is the second Nancy Drew book I have. It's The Hunting on Hello. God. Heliotrope Lane. I cannot read today. I cannot. Period. The Wicked Fate by Kaylin Bayron is the second. Just look at this book. It's gorgeous. Like the end flowers, the illustrations, everything is just so magical. It makes the book pop. And this author also wrote Poison Heart and Cinderella is Dead. So like she's a very popular author, and I cannot wait to read this book. I really cannot. Like, cannot wait. I have so many more books, and that's kind of crazy. Violet Made of Thorns by Gina Chain. 7 out of 10. I mean, 7 out of 5 stars. 10 on 10, 1,000 on 1,000. I love this book. I was so disappointed when the author decided that she didn't wanna come up. Like, she didn't wanna write the second book, and I'm like, this book is absolutely gorgeous. Love the writing, love the book, I love everything about it. And I'm just like, why would you not make a second book? I followed this author on Instagram for the longest time, and when I was like, okay, there's finally no hope, I was like, wonderful. I am in love with this series. I am not going to read the second book until I buy it. Carnival by Stephanie Garber. Five out of 5, 10 out of 10, a million out of 10. I love this book. This will always be my favorite. If you know Carnival? Caravel? Don't even know. Is it an N or an N? What? I love this book is all I know. That's all I know. I have Tower of the Shallows. It's a novel by Andreas, and it's adapted by The Witcher. The Witcher is adapted by this. It's book 4. And there are like 8 books, and I have book 4. I do not have 1, 2, 3, or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean 7, 8. I'm definitely not reading this book. I don't know why. When I see books, I go nuts, and I don't think. Let's see. And then we have Tangleweed and Brine by Dreyer Sullivan. This is an illustration. Yeah, this has illustrations. I don't know what this is about. It's just absolutely gorgeous. That's something I do know. It's absolutely gorgeous. Let me talk about something I have read. 11 Paper Hearts by Kelsey Hartwell. It's such a heartwarming, it's such a heart tickling, it's such a... This is one of the best books I've read. 11 Hearts. I've talked about this book before. In high school, there is this couple. she gets into a car accident, and then she forgets 2 years of her life. Um, and suddenly she gets these 11 paper hearts anonymously from someone, because it's Valentine's season and everyone, it's a tradition around the school that you get hearts. um, but her hearts, there are 11. Everyone gets one from one certain person. 8 Weeks in Paris by S.R. Lane. um, don't know what this is about. I've always wanted to go to France though. Where is it? Okay, it's fine, it'll come. Landline by Rainbow Rowell. It's a Christmas story, and I tried reading Christmas stories before. I just couldn't, but I'll try to read. It's a very cute cover. It's a very cute book. Nick and Noah's Infinity. Nick and Noah's Infinite Playlist by Rachel Cohen and David Levithan. Absolute gorgeous. I don't know what this book is about. Kind of gives away though, but I don't know what the storyline is. We have Someday, Maybe by Lauren Graham. I think the books I don't know about are probably romance. Probably. Yes, it is written by Lauren Graham. Gilmore Girls. I love that. That's cute. This is the book that I've read 90%. Last 4 years, and I DNF'd it. I still DNF'd. I even you bring humanoids, robot. This is a book into the future indeed. Not a fan. Not a fan. Like the day I finished this book, I'm like, oh my god, finally I finished it. But I literally let me see if I have a bookmark or something. I do not. But I know I finished 90% of this. I know I finished 90% of this book. I'm just like, no. On the contrary, Once and Future by James Patterson. No, wait. No, it's by Carpetta and McCarthy. I love this book. It's part of a series. I do not have the second book, but it's a King Arthur storyline, and I absolutely love this book. Like, I read it full. Like, all of this in one stretch. It was one day, and I just sat and I read, and I was like, oh my god. Love it. This is the most favorite book amongst everything. I'm biased. I love Michelle Hurd. Chosen by a Sinner by Michelle Hurd. This is like my book achievement. I love this book. I love Michelle Hurd. I love the whole book in this series. I love the whole book in this universe, or the Michelle Hurd verse, and in the universe. No, debatable. It's a mafia romance. Don't know what else to say, because I love this. I took this on a Washington trip with me like 2 years back, and this is the only book I carried. I mean, I had on my Kindle. I read this book 4 times. I mean, I went for 4 days. I read it 8 times. I read this book like twice a day. I was like, this is one of the books where I'm like, I'll take one book to a desert and island. It'll be this. I read this a million times. I still love it as if it's the first time. Still. Another books I plainly bought because it looked pretty. The Ballerinas by Rachel Caperkelly. I'm never gonna read this book. Like, sometimes you just know you'll never pick this book up. Captivating by John and Stacey Elderwig. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. I don't know anything else about it. It's a plain mystery. I refuse to read this book before I get the series. The Court of Rose and Thorns by Sarah J. Maas. Everybody knows this book. ACOTAR is everywhere. I am not reading this book before I buy the series because I know I will love this book. Absolutely love it. I do not have much more to left. I promise, I do not. Everything Happens for a Reason by Kate Bowell. It's I don't know if it's, I don't know if it's like, I don't know, like, I don't know. I don't know. It's a cute story. I don't know. You remember when I said the Caribou didn't have, like, I didn't have like a second book of it? I lied. I have a second book for Caribou. I have it. I don't know why I didn't start reading it. I know it's a trilogy. Caribou by Stephanie Garber. It's a trilogy. Like, I have not even opened that book yet. I guess I'm just waiting for that the book. This book series I bought just because I watched the movie first, and I loved the movie. I loved the Darkest Mind movie. If you haven't watched it, you should go watch it, but read the books first. Life will make more sense. I only have two. There are four books in the series. I guess there are four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, four. Because it's like DARK, dark. I love Liam. Liam is my favorite. I've got something for Liam's. Okay. 2 more books left. 2 more. This is what I was holding out throughout the episode or video. Six of Crows. I love the series. My friend has Shadow and Bone and Cruel Prince and 2 of my other books. She has the whole series. Cruel Prince and Shadow of Bone is the only series I have that's complete. I have all of them, but my friend has it, which is fine. Six of Crows by Leah Dobar. What? Leah Bardugo. I love the Netflix show. I was like, I cannot wait for the heist to continue, but it did not. So I'm like, no, let me just move it. Just not. I'm done. Like, I have nothing else left except my paintings. I highly doubt you're interested in my paintings after watching an hour. Almost an hour. Dance with Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. I am not gonna read this book until I have the second book in the series. I absolutely refuse to. Because I know I love it. I have watched Instagram reels and I'm like, I know I just love this book. Like, I know I love this book. And that is all for this video. This is like literally so long. This is the longest book video I've had. It goes without saying, it's a book haul. And I'm going to put it on my bookshelf, and that's going to be a separate video. That's going to be part 2 of this video. But thank you so much for sticking till the end. If you like the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you in the next part.